can become anyone if we
बिल्कुल,
want to, because
exactly,
we can develop any character in ourselves, as you explained in middle, that we can develop any character if the character give
exactly,
us appreciation, then
correct,
we can adopt that character,
definitely,
particular character, but it
correct,
doesn't mean that we have to like be that character always. We can
exactly,
come back come back to your real position, your natural position, and start.
yeah.
But what I want to know about your diary writing, that okay, is it just problem and answers, or is it like you are explaining your whole day, and that, but like what parts you are writing your diary, like
Oh
graduate,
wow,
like yeah,
it's yeah, it's
please.
very good question. Yeah, actually, I if you because people ask questions and we got the images like it's so I think it's not about problem solving actually when because that you can start in a thinking manner. It's a student mind, so you can't a student think in a different manner, but a student can't lead the company or it's a student. So I was student
Hmm.
in like seventh class, sixth class, but what happened to me, uh, somehow I love Bollywood. Like I really appreciate Bollywood and I love Bollywood about so because of the various 90s movies and 95 and 2000 movies. So we used to see movies in homes with the parents or some. So some images of a heroic character we all appreciate that okay the hero is doing that, hero is doing that, hero
Hmm.
is taking care of so emotional balance and to maintain the things. So if we see the movies and in the childhood manner, if you are very engaged, if you are a very lover TV box lover, and something
Hmm.
happen in your life, so you will imagine, okay, this character has done this, so I think I should do
Hmm.
this because this is the
Hmm.
only way
Exactly,
because you have the input of the mind. So that
exactly.
actually happened to me. When problems came, like for example my mother got sick in seventh or eighth class, so there was no at the home to cook the food, or my mossy was not there or something, so there was no lady in the home to cook the food. So I have seen some movies where Anil Kapoor has done the kitchen work or something like that. So I said okay, so that needs the confidence to go into kitchen or to make something for the people for
Hmm.
the like because as a student parents not allowed us to go for the gas area or something. So I used to write
Hmm.
a diary to make my confidence, to build my confidence. Okay. So
Hmm.
I started writing, hi Vijay, I think you are okay. And if you're feeling this direction, so go with this.
Hmm.
So people ask me, my elder sister asked me, what do you write something? So no, I can't able to see. Like it's very confidential for me to I'm discussing with myself only. So my
Exactly.
mother is sick. So what you should do as a student, if you are doing so, you can't be go for your mother. I need some food or something because it's a very bad character. So it's as a good
Hmm.
character. What do you want to do as a character basis? So you can at least go for cutting the vegetables. You can go for this. So started building my confidence in that area. So actually pushed me to. In the meantime, I was there in my Almira to find my diary. Actually, I got the
Hmm.
diary. So,
Okay.
if you see, that is 2007 diary,
Yes, yes, yes. I can see.
2007.
Yeah.
So, like, it's very good to like go back into these days, and I'm just trying to help you. Like, if what I tried to return in a different manner.
Actually,
So,
that is your foundation. That I think this is the magical part which you're doing from your seventh class, and that is, I think, the magic pen and pencil you got from Shakalaka Boom Boom. Because every time you write and
correct,
every time you develop yourself again and again.
right, and something I have written. Uh, the paper में उनमें मैथ्स के सेक्शन खत्म कर लेंगे. This is related to the course mathematics
Yes.
and physics, and I have
Mhm.
do this trigonometry, parabola, or something. It's it's good too. I just take one more minute into this. Like if I get something to share with you, it's very good for me. Oh,
Mhm.
something I've written in Hindi. I think May 2007, 10th of May. Uh,
Mhm.
जब नींद आएगी तो फर्स्ट 12th टेक्स्ट बुक फाइंड करनी है एंड नाइट्रोजन फैमिली याद करना है. So I think I think I've got something from this statement. I've heard from various motivational speakers or from the like from somewhere, because if you think in that direction, people will work in a different reactions only. So I've
Exactly.
heard about that before going to sleep, that 30 minutes, and after wake
Mm.
up, that 30 minutes is very, the mind is very sharp in the previous and the pre and post of that sleep.
Mm.
So I got that point. So I thought, okay, so जो मुझे चीज नहीं आती, जो बहुत हैवी है, जो नहीं समझ में आती किस, तो वो मुझे उस 30 मिनट्स में पढ़ना है या रटना है, वो 30 मिनट्स का स्लॉट चाहिए। तो मुझे वो
Exactly.
बॉडी पे वर्क करना आ गया कि अच्छा, बॉडी भी हर बार सेम रिएक्ट नहीं करेगी। Like
Mm.
the people, the body will not react in the same manner all the time. If you have a bad
Mm.
food last night, so things will
Mm.
in a different manner in the upcoming day. So
Exactly.
these things actually I got the pop up from this particular line. So
Mm.
this is very good. Like I have like if you're able to see that I've written something,
Mm.
so this is good to know about. Like somehow I get this. Somehow I get this particular diary or
Mm.
something. It's good, yeah. It's
uh,
good.
I think that is what I got from your life, that every student should have to learn this, because
Correct.
when you start talking on pen paper with yourself, that is a
Correct.
different scenario. You are talking with a friend who know
Correct.
you like in all areas. He'll never
Exactly.
judge you.
Exactly.
If you judge yourself on pen or paper and you write something negative, okay, this is
Exactly.
happening negative, and
Correct.
at the same time you also tell you the positive part also, because you
Correct.
are
Correct.
the best friend of yourself. It's like
Exactly.
talking with your own soul, yeah, or talking with the God inside you. Okay, let's
Exactly.
hi God, like kaise ho,
Wow.
how are
It
you?
was, yeah.
Amazing. It's actually it is amazing. When I got first that experience, that particular journaling experience, in starting of this year. Last time I
Okay.
do journaling, I do sometime journaling, like I write something like, okay, this ho raha hai, ye ho raha hai, most of the time I used to write about my past. I don't
Oh,
know
okay.
that journaling is all about writing about present, like what
Oh,
you have
okay.
right
Right. Right.
now and what you
Correct.
want and
Want.
what you
Right.
learn from the past. Yeah, what you learn from the
Oh,
past. Okay,
right.
okay,
Right.
this
Right.
thing I learned, this thing I have
Correct.
to put on the pen paper, and when you start thinking on pen paper, you start living your each day, the each and
Exactly.
every day. You
Exactly.
start planning your each day, your each hour,
Right.
each
Right.
activity, and that is, I think, the main part which every student you have to learn if you want critical thinking.
Correct.
If the particular skill we're talking about call was skill, that
Correct.
critical thinking we want, that critical
Correct.
thinking is come from channeling the part when you start talking
Exactly.
with yourself, when you
Correct.
start
Correct.
start questioning yourself. Okay, hi Amar, कैसे हो, कैसा रहा आज का दिन,
Exactly.
बहुत
It's very
बेकार
good
था.
to exactly, it's very good to, and actually
Exactly.
what happened, like some, like when we grow and after 8th, 10th and 12th, the pressure increases every time you
Mm.
are more into the social things. You have a different body language for that, for the industry. So somehow I losing to write the diary on day-to-day basis because of some timing, because of some issue.
Mm.
But after, for example, when I remember, it is of 3 months of a gap. I haven't written anything. So I
Mm.
was facing some issue. I was facing failures through this office bus and how to overcome this. So I go in my mind and how to overcome this. So I have a protocols to follow. So I thought, okay,
Mm.
why I stopped writing? Because of the last 3 months, I haven't written
Mm.
anything. So
Mm.
that actually focused me in a different direction, that we are so busy in the materialistic world to write on ourselves, because these materialistic world has has been made by man. So we
Mm.
can get a happiness by a man-made thing as a temporary basis. But like for example,
Mm.
if you have if you have ever imagined a terrorist or a small kid or a elder people, any person likes a mountain with a flow of a water flow in that area, a cold climatic area. Every human being likes that. Whether it's a role
Exactly.
play of a terrorist, it's a role play of an engineer, a scientist, a
Mm.
neurologist, or a doctor, or something. Everybody likes a scenic beauty because it comes from nature. So
Exactly.
I thought, okay, we are actually trapped by man-made things. So we do
Mm.
not actually waste a time on these things, because they actually giving us a temporary. Just like a mobile. Mobile can
Mm.
be utilized in a different manner. You can talk about the people, yet you can talk to people, to just utilize as an instrument. If you're using as
Hmm.
a happily basis, if you want to, like, if you are expecting that man-made thing give you the happiness, actually you're going in a wrong direction. So that I
Hmm.
observed that, okay, actually I'm trapped in a very materialistic world, and where you can definitely go with the instrument also. So that again create a new character in myself, how to operate this materialistic world. So
Hmm.
I need to develop some skills. Okay, if the mobile is coming in every year, there is a new brand, and people are working and people are talking about in the various social media about these things only. So if you found me, I'm only on the Facebook because I started the Facebook. I'm not never be on Instagram, not on Twitter or anything. No post, nothing. If I get the appreciation also in the company when I started in 2016, no social media has been done by me. Most of the social media is done by various members because I do not want people to focus on me in a different character. So what
Hmm.
happened to me? I need to develop a new character to how to operate this materialistic world. So this has
Hmm.
happened to various big stars, Shah Rukh Khan, Salman. They have a stable mind. They are doing the work increasingly. They are going, but they are actually happening the social. They're handling the social media, different materialistic work. So we need to develop the skill in a different manner. So I thought, okay, if I get some energy
Hmm.
or happiness, I can get from the nature-based things, not the man-based thing. Because man-based things requires it's an
Hmm.
expectation. If you are in a loop of materialistic world, you will by default get the expectation from mobile happiness, laptop happiness, talking to people. So, but this is not happen. You need to go some different path direction to get the real happiness for that. So that is I somehow survive
Hmm.
in this zone. That is the minimum survivability I need to
Hmm.
focus on my mind, because if I somehow slip, it's very difficult
Hmm.
world. It's very unstable world. It's very sensitivity is very low. Like if we get to know about this thing, we can slip in a different manner, and to come back from the
Hmm.
slip, it takes time. So I
Right.
thought, okay, to focus on something, or to like as a financial manner or something. I think time is the one who I tried to focus from 2016 or 17, because in 2015 we have given a statement of 4 years of a college. So I do not want to
Hmm.
focus on the time, but in 2000 onwards, 2016 onwards, there is a new skill I need to develop to focus on the time. So that time I need to develop in my, like, how to manage the time, not the money, not the world, not anything. If you're able to work on the timeline basis, because we all know after 30 years what we are actually eating the food, what we have seen from our parents, we do not have to a long life. I don't
Hmm.
think we will be able to have a long life of 100 years or 80 years. So we know we have a very small timeline to achieve something. So as a human body, if you are here in on the earth, and you are upbringing in some different manner, middle class or something. So this is actually happened on a scripted way. I used to think in that manner. This is all scripted. This is everything is scripted, because how is it possible a real atmosphere that is exactly a human being required, and some amount of the oxygen, some amount of the carbon dioxide, everything is going in a balanced manner. So it's a scripted. I used to think in a different manner. I have a different perspective as a spiritual basis also. So I've done the meditation in that area. So I got to know about these things to explore myself. So it's a different chapter. So, but I have only 10 years to explore the life in a different energetic manner. Otherwise, after 35 years,
Hmm.
40 years, we are always busy in a different societal zone and everything. So that 10 years, as a young people, as a middle class family where I do not have any liability because I am the youngest one. So I have calculated this strength and sort and weakness and everything. So I come to know that, okay, I am a very open person which have some interest to work in different area. So I think I can take a risk. So I
Hmm.
started taking the risk to make a new orbit of the life, because actually nothing has in my past, or nothing has to lose, nothing to lose. Basically, nothing to lose in my. I can lose the time, I can lose the energy, but I have some interest in the time, so I can make it from the time also. So that confidence has come
Hmm.
up with my academic projects, and like what I've done in the previous life, and some motivation
Hmm.
through the diary side. So that actually builds up, like, because I remember most of the time like I used to write koi baat nahi, abhi nahi hoga, it will take time, okay, koi baat nahi. So I talk about myself only to build that. So this has happened.
Exactly, exactly. Actually, that particular thing, when we start, when we are actually we are when we start thinking on that pen and paper, we start taking risk more and more, because
Exactly.
on that time we start calculating the risk. Okay, if this thing happened,
Exactly.
this could be happen. Okay, then
Correct.
if this happened, then I can do this, I can do that, I can do. But agar nahi hua, like somehow we got failed, and somehow the time is not with us, or the situation is not
Correct.
with us, we want to do something, and we start
Correct.
realizing, okay, this is not in our hand, so
Correct.
why should I have to put my energy in this
Exactly.
particular zone? Yeah, so I
Exactly.
just have to drag my energy. Just okay, I can listen something, some song in that time, or if I can watch some movie in that time. Like I
Correct.
decided to go tomorrow, so on a vacation, that I have to plan some vacation
Oh,
for me, because my
okay.
mind need vacation, because that is your me part. Nobody can
Right.
understand that your me part, that inner
Correct.
intuitions, inner hunches, your inner goals, that nobody
Right.
knows. Even your I think the most what you say, the most belonging person, beloved person, yeah, well wisher of your, maybe somehow slip that particular thing, because you have also an individuality which is
Correct.
want something different from everybody else, and they
Right.
don't
Right.
want to play the particular that kind of role. I want it's all inside that come from your diary. Otherwise you cannot
Exactly.
do, I think that you cannot solve any problem if you cannot think right in a right way.
Exactly. To focus on the problem. Yeah.
Exactly. But from where